make this granny square vest, I used 7 balls of colored yarn, all 100% cotton 8 ply, 50 grams, and I used 2 balls of white yarn, but you can use whatever combination you want. This much yarn was enough for me to make a vest, I'd say in a small size. I used a 3.5mm crochet hook, but feel free to use whatever is recommended on your yarn. I used some scissors and a tapestry needle. I made 9 different variations of these granny squares. So using these 3 colors, I made one with yellow in the middle, then blue and orange, and then I made one with blue, orange and yellow, and one with orange, yellow and blue. And then using these 3 colors, I made 3 more combinations, so green in the middle, red and then blue, and then there's red, blue and green, and then blue, green and red, and then there's these 3 last combinations which I used. I made one with yellow in the middle, dark blue and purple, and then there's blue, purple and yellow, and purple, yellow and blue. I will link tutorials on how to make these granny squares and also some half granny squares which you will need for the vest. To join the granny squares, I basically just used single crochets. So I took the 2 granny squares together, lined them up, and then made a slip knot and then put it onto my hook. And then just start doing single crochets from the corner. So in the corner we don't want to pick up any stitches, just in the gap we can do a single crochet because it's really hard to get into the stitches in the corner. And then after that we just find the gap for all the stitches and line them up to make the single crochets. And then in the final gap we want to do another single crochet, and then we will just continue joining the squares this way. So just get the next 2 squares and then just join using the corner, and then just do a single crochet, and then just continue doing single crochets all along till you reach the end of your vest length. And then finally in the gap you want to do another single crochet, and then once you're done joining all the squares you just want to chain 1 and then cut off your yarn to secure the tail. This is what it will look like from the front. I use this method to join all of my granny squares. You can see the 2 half granny squares in the front, and then the rest I've just mixed and matched all around. You can use the same placement as me, and you can just add a row at the bottom to make it longer, or at the back to make it wider. I use the same yarn and hook to make a border all around my vest, just to make it look a bit more neater. So I took the yarn, made a slip knot, and then put it onto my hook. I joined using one of the corners just by making a slip stitch. And then I did half double crochets all around. You want to continue doing this till you reach the half granny square, because that's where we will make a chain to tie the front. Once you reach the half granny square, you want to do a half double crochet in the granny square before, and then do a slip stitch, and then basically chain however long you want your chain to be. I think I did around 60 to 70 chains. Once you've finished doing the chains, you just slip stitch all the way back to the start of the chain. After you're done with your slip stitches in the chain, you will reach the half granny square where you want to do another slip stitch just to secure the chain you've made. And then you just want to continue with half double crochets in the half granny square as well. It can be a bit hard to find stitches to pick to do the half double crochets in this part, so I just like to go under the stitches because it's just really hard to get between them. want to continue making this border around your granny square vest, and then at this point you want to make another one of those chains similar to the one we made before, and then just continue all along till you reach back to the starting point. I'm about to finish making my border all around the wrist, and then this is the last stitch where you still want to do a half double crochet, and then we want to do another half double crochet in the gap, and then just do a slip stitch in the first kind of stitch we made, and then just chain one to secure and cut off. You want to do the same half double crochet borders around the armholes, and then weave in all your ends and you're done. Your granny square vest is complete.